Dave from T&T again. Today, we're going to go over what is muscle balance. The first thing I need you to understand before we go into what is muscle balance is what is balance. So balance, it exists in everything. So its definition is two opposing forces trying to find equal balance. So things you might think about when we're looking at this is positive, negative, up, down, left, right. So they're all opposing forces trying to find equilibrium. Okay, so an example that's really easy concept to understand is a scale. Scale works in balance, and that's what you're trying to achieve is balance. So as a scale, you may have 10 pounds on this side and 40 pounds on this side. It's always going to lose balance, and we're going to go, one side's going to go higher than the other. But if we added, more weight to this side and we equal it out, 40 and 40, we would have balance. That is what we're trying to achieve in the human body all the time. So the body is trying to achieve equilibrium. That's what the body's goal is, to achieve homeostasis is another way to say it. It's balance. Those are all words that try to say balance. And that's what we're trying to achieve in the muscle specifically. But another example, I like to give examples of it in the human body, is temperature. Okay, this is super easy. People have experienced all this. So we have temperature. If you're starting to get a fever, your body's trying to find its equilibrium back at your normal temperature. So you're going to maybe sweat to lower the temperature. But also, if you get too cold, your body might shiver to raise the temperature to get back to balance. So that's what we're trying to achieve in the muscles also, is how do we achieve balance? So what is muscle balance? So just like earlier in the video, I talked about two opposing forces. So this force is the muscles. So in a joint, as an arm example, you might be able to come up with your arm and come down with your arm. Okay, so there's muscles that help pull your arm up, and there's muscles that help pull your arm down. Same thing you might be able to come your arm out and bring your arm in. There's different muscles that are applying tension to that. So when we're looking for muscle balance, we need equal tension that pulls up and equal tension that pulls down. So the next thing we're going to go over a little model that shows what muscle balance is. This model represents a joint and how muscle balance will affect a joint. So this wiffle ball here in the middle is going to be representing a joint, like your knee. The blue bands are going to be representing the muscles that are attached to the knee, and these two pegs on the ends are going to be the opposing joints. So in this scenario, we'll have hip, knee, ankle, and these are the muscles in between the hip and the knee, and these are the muscles that are in between the knee and the ankle. So as of right now, we have a perfectly balanced muscle. We have equal tension on this side and equal tension on this side, and the joint is perfectly in the middle. But what happens whenever we do different activities and we do different things on a daily basis, we start building muscle imbalances. So just say that we start to get stronger on this side of the joint, and we started adding strength to this side. As you see, it's starting to pull in the opposite direction over here. So as I add a lot of different resistance on this side, so now you can see this side is way stronger than this side. And this joint is now getting compromised this way and getting pulled this way. So you see the bands here are now shorter here and elongated here. So the answer, we need to stretch out these long, big muscles that are over here. So we stretch those out, we get back to the middle. But the problem is the strength isn't the same balance. So this side is still way stronger than the opposing side. And if I let go, it bounces right back. So this is where stretching helps, but it isn't the only answer. The answer is we need to get the opposite side just as strong. So we can add more strength and resistance to the opposite side to make sure we start building better balance again. So even just adding another band there, we're getting stronger and more balance. So let's add one more here to build out that balance. And there we go. So now we'll have a way more equal balance, and we're back to the middle again, just like before. Now that you understand muscle balance and principles, the application of this can be complicated. There's 600 different muscles interacting with 206 bones. And each person can be slightly different. And that's why we do our 3 free sessions, so we can show you which muscle imbalance is causing your pain. In the next video, we're going to show you how you develop a muscle imbalance. See you there.